All right, welcome back everybody to the channel Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on cryptocurrency every day. My name's Austin. In today's video, we are talking about Litecoin, we are talking about Tron, we are talking about BitMEX and the $73 million worth of Bitcoin that is being pulled right now from this exchange following the recent CFTC probe. I'm going to clue you in. Of course, I want to bring you the breaking news happening today involving Bank of America and Ripple. This channel broke it to you first. I want to break down to you what this entails. But like always, let's start with the big kahuna itself, Bitcoin. Over the weekend, the price of Bitcoin saw no real change over the last 3 days. In fact, coming into this Monday, we continue to trade sideways. The two things that I want to put on your radar today, though, is one, Bitcoin dominance, and number two, volume. Now, we will look at real on-chain volume in a second, but just looking at dominance, Bitcoin lost a few percentage points of dominance over this weekend, meaning that a few altcoins have started to fight back. There's signs of life in a few of these guys yet. We see Tron up about 2% today, one of the few altcoins in the green. Probably some hype, some excitement for this upcoming Warren Buffett, Justin Sun lunch happening in a few short days. We see EOS, one of the few altcoins in the green today, up about 1.5%. And the only other altcoin was Litecoin. It used to be in the green until I refreshed the page, but obviously a little bit of hype and excitement for the upcoming halving in 2 weeks. So while Bitcoin still retains heavy dominance, we are seeing a little bit of life out of select altcoins. If I missed one, if you have your own opinion on why some of these altcoins are in the green over others today, leave a comment down below. But after you leave a comment, the second thing that I just want to put on your radar coming into this Monday involves Bitcoin volume. And the real volume for Bitcoin has seen better days. Right now we are at about 850 million. Anything under 1 million I consider low at the moment. We were at 2, 3. Well, let's jump over here. Right when Bitcoin was peaking a few short weeks ago, we were at 2, 3 million. And obviously that's dwindled with the price dwindle. But right now in this little consolidation phase, if we zoom in on this last week, if we look at these last 7 days, while the price of Bitcoin has remained pretty stagnant, hasn't really moved, it's the volume that we're seeing showing the most weakness, suggesting that we may have a further dip down to go. What do you think? Time will tell. Let me know what you think. In fact, maybe as America wakes up, maybe this volume will improve. Hey, we'll see. Give the video a like if you want to support the channel. But let's jump in to the first piece of news. The Bank of America files a patent, and in this patent, they directly cite Ripple and their settlement system multiple times. So if you like Ripple, then you're going to like this. The Bank of America has filed for a patent for a settlement system citing the Ripple ledger, according to a filing on Google Patents. The patent in question, the application of which was published on June 6th, so it has not been approved yet, but it was filed on the 6th, describes a system using distributed ledger technology, DLT, as an interbank communication tool. So what does this mean? Well, the proposed system would enable real-time settlement with transactions being communicated through a shared, decentralized ledger to which both of the banks would have access. So this is showing that the Bank of America is very interested in making their process right now more efficient, more real-time settlement using a decentralized ledger. Very interesting. Let's dig a little deeper on what this means if you hold XRP and how much of Ripple technology is Bank of America citing in their patent. And to answer that question, the patent references Ripple multiple times in a series of images and describes a Ripple settlement scheme. So right now it is just Ripple, not XRP. So these are the images that were taken directly out of the patent. And you can see right here, Ripple DLT, distributed ledger technology, Ripple DLT. So it looks like the Bank of America is trying to patent Ripple's technology. and maybe that's the wrong phrasing. I think more accurately is probably the methodology. No reason to assume that XRP will be used yet. I mean, the minute that Bank of America mentions something more specific, obviously this channel will let you know. But I mean, you can see that coming off of this news, Litecoin's back up, but XRP stagnant. Let me know what you think, but next piece of news, bullish news out of France. France is set to announce the approval of several non-security initial coin offerings. So France, the country, is about to approve, presumably, several ICOs very soon. France will soon announce the approval, and this is the kicker, the approval of several regulatory compliant ICOs which do not constitute as security offerings. So while the USA is shutting its doors maybe to tech, France is opening up their doors wide open to cryptocurrency. According to Anne Marshall, the executive director of legal affairs for the authorities of a top finance authority in France, the AMF, she says, and I quote, "France is a precursor. We will have a legal, tax, and regulatory framework. We are in talks with 3 or 4 candidates for initial coin offerings, ICOs. And the last detail that I think you might be interested in is not every ICO will require approval by the AMF. However, only the ICOs with such approval will be legally allowed to advertise or solicit the offerings to prospective investors." So France is saying that they'll allow any ICO if you want to launch it in France. However, you can only advertise or solicit investors if they approve you. So if you're watching this video and you're part of our French audience, comment below if there's certain ICOs that you may think are promising. And these probably won't be the last ICOs we see from France, because the announcement comes as the Bakkt law, which is legislation designed to attract blockchain-based entrepreneurs to France, which was passed earlier this year. Supporters of the Bakkt law believe well-defined laws for ICOs will make France a popular jurisdiction for blockchain enterprises. So France is attempting to move the tech to their country. Will you be participating in any of these ICOs? Let me know. Final piece of news. You may or may not know that it was recently revealed that the US CFTC, the US Commodity Futures and Trade Commission, was beginning a month-long investigation of the BitMEX crypto exchange and the legalities of allowing US citizens to access that platform. So the CFTC is zoning in on BitMEX, and this created a lot of fear and uncertainty and doubt from people that trade or have money on BitMEX. And BitMEX has seen a net outflow of $73 million worth of Bitcoin in a 24-hour span. This followed reports that the CFTC was investigating them. And what does that mean to you? Well, it just means that volume is incredibly down 33%, and the CFTC investigation just started. So if I were you and you're interested in trading, I'd search other exchanges beside BitMEX. And if you're asking where are these stats coming from, how do we know that all this money has left the exchange? Well, we have tokenanalyst.io, and we can see from the 24-hour BTC exchange on-chain flows, we can see the amount of millions of dollars coming onto the exchange and all the money going off of the exchange. For example, Binance has 58 million in a 24-hour span coming onto the exchange and only 54 million going out. So that's a net positive for Binance. We see a net positive of 2 million for Bitstamp. We see a net positive of 2 million for Poloniex. And we see a net negative of well over 50 million for BitMEX. So, plenty of other options. All right, that's the video for today. My name's Austin. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to be a part of these daily updates on everything involved in the crypto market, and have a great week. Just a reminder that one, the Litecoin halving coming up in 14 days. Be ready. We might start to see, we've already seen sparks of life out of Litecoin, although no real change, but 14 days, this would be the time that it would happen. And of course, also coming up later this week, and we talked about this yesterday, so far, these 4 individuals are signing on to the Justin Sun Warren Buffett Crypto Lunch. Obviously, you know that myself and my brother, we are attending as well as press, so we'll be at the press conference and the after party. We'll make videos, keeping you guys informed. But this is just a reminder that there are 3 seats available still. So, if Justin Sun is watching, let him know. Who would you like to see at this lunch? Many people said Trump, but I don't know. If you have, you let me know. Let Justin know. But that's it, guys. That's the video. Like always, I'll see you tomorrow.